Oh, I've had too many noodles. Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel. Joffy Noodle Legs here. Just going to give you a quick little tour of my collection. It's not going to be a long video because I don't have a big collection. First of all, I'd like to thank all my followers for following my channel. And I'd like you guys to check out some other great channels that are on the YouTube. And that's Spider Mum 1978, Spider Guy, Peter Webster, Tarantula-tastic Enclosures, Dave's Little Beasties, Incredible Inverts and Other Animals, Tea in the Deep Blue Sea, Ellie's Bug Babies, Unusual Pets, Reptile Renovations. All these channels are fantastic. Scott Inverts, Andy Arachnids, Robbie's Talking Teas, amongst some of the amazing channels that are available to view over the YouTube if you're just getting into tarantulas or inverts. Go and check them all out, guys. They're all absolutely fantastic. Right, like I said, today I'm going to give you a little view over my collection. It's not the biggest collection, as you can see, but it's okay. It's mine. I'm a new to the hobby, so I am still collecting. As you can see, I've got space on my shelves. Right, so let's start over here. First of all, let's start with my main part, my main selection here. Up here is my pumpkin patch. She's in here, but at the moment she's actually in pre-molt. She's actually she's sealed herself up in this skull there, which we're not going to be able to see. If you can see inside the skull, it's all webbed up, so she is actually in there, but yeah, very unlikely to see her. She's in pre-molt at the moment, so that's her in there. She's a beautiful species. Although she's in pre-molt, as you can see, I still drop food in there. There's a little locust in there. I put that in there. Because although they're in pre-molt, sometimes they do eat in pre-molt, so I still like to offer. What I do, I put the food in there up to sort of 24 hours, and then I remove it if they haven't eaten it. And over here is my avicularia. Go back here a minute. This one here is trying to remember the names of these spiders. I'm going to forget most of them. Oh, this is Jamie Lee. That's it, because she's a pumpkin patch and named after Jamie Lee Curtis of Halloween. So there we are. This is avicularia, and this is the trotter. Now she, I believe, is also in pre-molt at the moment, because she's not eaten for a few days, or he, and just about catch the top of the leg. She's webbed herself up in there, and she's been like that for a little while now. I have offered food, as I said, I do offer food to them when they're in pre-molt, because you never know, they might be a little bit hungry. There we go. So that's my avicularia. She's in a Exoterra, a 20 by 20. I'm giving it a little bit of a watering this morning, just because I like to give it a bit of a spray now and again. And only that, there's some waterfalls on the back. If she's thirsty, she can go and get it if she doesn't want to go to her water bowls, which are just there. But yeah, this is her setup. And she's at the back. I don't know if we can go around the side. We might see a better view over there. I very much doubt it. Yeah. No, thought not. There we go. Anyway, you're not going to see many of my spiders in there, guys, because a lot of them are in pre-molt and a lot of them are not on view. Next up is Jaws, who's my GBB. I'm not going to even attempt to announce the Latin name in this. She is also in pre-molt. This is her enclosure. It's a 30 by 30 by 30 Exoterra. It is Very arid in there, very dry, but she has a water bowl. She's a prolific webber. She has started to web up quite a bit in here. Now, I've also put drops of water on the back of her, just down the glass, just to trickle down, because she's at the back. And I did that last time when she was in pre-molt, and I did see her drinking. Giving her a nice bit of space here at the front, because I don't really want her webbing up these doors, because then I'd have to break the web every time I open the door. But she is in pre-molt. That's her enclosure. So let's go around, see if we can see her at the back. Let's have a quick look, guys. Again, I can't promise we're going to see her, but let's have a little look, see if we can see anything round the back here. Oh, I can see her slightly, but I don't think you guys are going to pick her up. She is actually down here. You can just catch her legs there, guys, just see her. She's there. She's again webbed up against the glass. She does that quite frequently, I think, when she's in pre-molt. Like I said, that's why I run some water down there. Just drops, and she tends to drink from that. And then she goes down onto the floor down in there, where she will molt. She's molted about 2 or 3 times in my care now. She seems to molt quite quick, because she seems to molt like every month or 2. But yeah, she's a wonderful species. Fantastic beginner spider, if you want my opinion. They're great eaters. They're pretty much out on display most of the time when they're not in pre-molt. Easy care to look after, because it's an arid environment, so you haven't got to worry about the keeping it moist or whatever it is you like to do to your enclosures, because it has to be an arid one. That's the GBB. Right. Next up is my Grammostola pulcheripes, which is my favourite spider. This is Toya. I got a few weeks ago. As you may have known, I did have one earlier, but unfortunately she passed away. So I'm just trying to get the doors open without disturbing her. Yeah, she's up against the glass here, as you can see. She does this frequently. She just likes doing that. You know, spiders are kind of strange. They got their own little hobbies. She'll either be up on there doing that, or she just sits like here, just around here on display. I've seen her a couple of times going towards the water bowl. That's looking a little bit empty, because the room is quite warm. Let's pop that in there. Now, temperatures of the rooms and temperatures of the spiders, I don't tend to worry about too much. I mean, this is the temperature of my room, 26-36, but that's not going to be what the temperature is in there. Sometimes if you ever want a clue what it is like, what you can do is sort of drop your thermometer in there for a few minutes and just see what it's like. And we can check on that in a minute or so, and that will probably raise up because obviously the heat's enclosed in there, and the humidity will probably go up. As you can see, it's already jumping up, and the heat starting to go up. We'll leave that for a second. Let's have a look at the next shelf. Right, down here is my curly head. I'm not going to bother trying to announce that one either. His name's Herbert. I think it was a boy, but other people are saying now when they looked at she's got like white hairs around the area, so I think it could be a female. As you can see, she is completely sealed herself in. She is in there. She's burrowed herself in and she's sealed it up. So another one in pre-molt. So at the moment I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4 here in actually I've got about 5 in pre-molt at the moment. So that's my curly hair. I'm not going to see her today or him today because, like I said, it's in there. Next one up is my Brachypelma albiceps, which his name is Little Bugger, LB. I called him that because when he arrived, he kicked hairs at me, and it's the only spider The only spider I've ever had that's kicked hairs, and he's only done it once. That was when I was unboxing him. But there he is there. He's a mature male. Now, there's been a couple of people interested in him for pairing. I did speak to one of the guys from the Tarantula Rooms who says he's quite interested in them. So I'm waiting to hear from them if they're still interested in taking him for pairing, because he's definitely ready. He spends most of the evening clambering up the glass, and he does tap quite a bit on the glass as well. And when he does that, I know it sounds daft, but I kind of feel a bit bad for him. So I come in, if I'm in the other room, I hear him. I come in and I just talk to him. I just sit there and say, "Come on, little one," and I just sit there and I talk to him. And he probably doesn't. It's probably just for my own benefit, really. But yeah, that's what it's like in there. So he's cool. That's the Brachypelma albiceps. So what we're going to do now is move over here. This is mostly my bigger juveniles and my sort of sub-adults and adults are there. This little rack here, this has pretty much got my juveniles and a couple of slings. Okay, these are my last two arrivals. My Grammostola hyingri. It's just in there. Don't think we're going to see today because I've fed them this morning, which it took really well. Again, they're unsexed, but I don't think we're going to be able to see. She's down in the in there. Let me have a little look, see if I can take the lid off, guys. Please excuse me. I'll try and take the lid off so we can see if we can see the little chap in here. There we go. Just take that lid off a moment. There's any danger of running out, say, because it's the morning. There we are. You can just see the markings on the back and the back legs. That's my Grammostola hyingri. That's one of my new babies in there. Got it a few days ago. It ate really well. It had food on the day of arrival, and it's ate again this morning. So I'm really happy with that one. Let me shut that lid down tight, guys. Make sure you always put your lids on tight. Next up is another new arrival, the Brachypelma classi. This is another juvenile, a little bit smaller than that one. It's a nice little setup I've got here for it. Did a lovely hide, but it's decided to make its home in the T-Rex skull. If I come around this side, guys, you might be able to see where its entrance is. Yeah, just down there. He was there some morning with her legs poking out. Not there at the moment, but yeah, that's my Brachypelma classi. She ate yesterday, her first eating with me after arriving, but she made herself like another entrance and exit there. So she seems quite happy in there, to be honest. It's quite nice. It's a nice little setup. This is a new enclosure I'm trying out from. I've not tried these ones, and they look okay. I don't think it would be good for a bigger juvenile, but for the size this one is, I think it's quite good. I could take the lid off, guys, just have a little look, just to see if it's moved into the main. I'll bring your camera down here. You saw Frank Sidebottom's head there, didn't you? There we go, nothing in there. So it's definitely in the skull. Yeah, this is actually my spiders, or my spider room is actually on the top floor of my house. I live in a 4-story house, and this is my gaming room, which is a bit of a mess at the moment, because I've just been putting up some new shelving, and there's boxes everywhere, there's soil everywhere because I've been doing some enclosures. Yeah, it's a right tip, but yeah, it's in my gaming room. Just come down the shelf here, guys. Again, we're not going to see much here. Here we have the Grammostola pulchra. This is a overgrown sling, who I believe to be in pre-molt. Let's have a quick look, see if we can see the little bugger today. It's in here. Okay, and what I tend to do, I lift up the bark very carefully. Oh, there she is there, look. It's got a little wormy there. But as you can see, it's looking quite plump. So I think it's going to molt any sort of day, really. I'll be moving that worm. I'm not too worried about moving the worm out because it's a wax worm. So if it did start molting, it wouldn't do it any harm whatsoever. There's only some sort of insects I wouldn't leave in there, to be honest. So I just pop in a drop of water in. And just add a bit around it as well. There's only some insects that I'm not happy about leaving in there if they're in pre-molt. Obviously crickets, I don't buy them anyway. Locusts I'm not too worried about because they tend to climb high up. Mealworms are the buggers that I wouldn't like to leave in there, just because I don't think it's safe for your spider for you to leave that in there. Anyway, that's my Grammostola pulchra. It just goes on there, guys. Next up is my only sling, really, and this is my Pulchripes. I don't know if we can see that on there. Yeah, that looks. There we go. He's eating. He's got a part of a worm. I cut the tail off the worm. I think he's getting stuck into that. And I think this ain't far from molting either. With my slings, I tend to feed them small meals, but like every sort of 3 to 4 days. And this one's had a little rehouse. Oh, sorry about the blurry there, guys. Not a few days ago, simply because I thought it was a bit too damp in there again. I have a really bad habit of making my enclosures damp. It's only because I'm learning. So what I've done, I've rechanged. I catch cupped her out with no problem whatsoever. She just walked in. Always be gentle, slow and calm, and your spiders will be slow and calm with you. Anyway, I just caught her in the catch cup, and I just changed it, and it's got like some eco worth there, and I've dampened one side of it over here, and I've put a bit of moss on there. It's got a water bowl, hide, and it seems quite happy in there, to be honest, guys. It's my little Pulchripes. That's Grammostola pulchripes sling. I did say it's my favourite species, so if it's your favourite, you've got to have at least 2, haven't you? Okay, we'll pop that in there. Getting near the end of the collection now, guys. Again, you've all heard me ruin that name. So this is my Brazilian white knee. I bought this before Christmas. It arrived on the 15th of guys, let me put this camera down for a minute. It arrived on the 15th of December. Since then, it's been in its hide. Not seen it. Well, I've seen it because I look inside the hide. It's not been out. It's not eaten. It's not molted. It's just sat in here all day long. Don't know if we can see her in there. Yeah, see some legs there. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. The camera decided to die on me, as it seems to do a lot lately. As I was saying, I've had this since the 15th of December. Hasn't eaten, hasn't done anything except be in its hide. I'm going to try and see if we can pop this in there and have a look, see if we can see in the hide anywhere. Can't guarantee, guys, because there we go. You could just see some little legs there. This there. And then looks a good size still. I mean, the abdomen hasn't shrunk or anything. It obviously knows what she's doing. Again, but what I do, I make sure it's got water every day, and I offer food. I put live food in there every 2 or 3 days and leave it in. If it's in there next day, I take it out. But I offer something for her. Cannot not offer anything. So just let me pop this down again, guys. We'll pop it back. That's my Brazilian white knee. I just wanted to do something like malt. That'd be fantastic. Getting near the end now, guys. Sorry it's not been the most exciting of videos. None of my videos are exciting, though, to be honest. Let me get this one out. This is the one I got from Mark the Spider Guy. This is my only Old World spider, and I don't know if we're going to see the little bugger because it's been burrowing like crazy. This is the king baboon. You can just make out a leg in there, but it's right down the bottom. See it, guys? You can just about make it out. It's ate a couple of times since I've had it. Doing alright. Here's the scientific name. Of course I've put a venomous, they're all venomous, but obviously this one is medically significant. I've put that label on there. I just think it's the right thing to do, to be honest. When if anyone comes into your room, not that anyone's going to come in my room, but labelling things up correctly is the best thing. All right, anyway, then move them out of the way. Let's pop him or her back there. Anyway, that's my king baboon. Apparently that gets a big size, but there we go. We'll worry about that when it happens. Now you may have seen my video for this one. Let me unclip it. Take that off. This is my enclosure for my for Eggnog, who is my Asian forest scorpion. Again, you're not going to see him now. It's been out all night. Yeah, you live in there, pal. You're not come jumping out on me. I would leave a locust in there. You will be in there somewhere. You will be tucked right down in the back there. Not going to see it because it tucks itself right down there. Sometimes it goes over this side. It's got 2 hides. So it's got 2 options: a wet one and a a wet one, and a dry side. So and I believe it to be burrowed pretty much round about underneath there. Sometimes it goes under here. I don't think it is. Mind your fingers, guys. Is this a scorpion? Nope, not under the plant. So it's in its hide. That's my forest scorpion, and that is my collection. Like I said, it's not very big, and I'm sorry, guys, you didn't get to see very many of them today, but that's what it is. Here we go. That's my collection. So we're up here in my games room. As we can see now on this, the temperature, the humidity in there is pretty much 60%. That's pretty much where I want that to be in there for this little spider. In that one next to it, the GBB, that normally drops down to about 50 to 45% humidity in there. But yeah, that's where it wants to be. Now if I put it in the Asian scorpion, that's going to jump up, I would have thought. Let me see if we can just quickly pop that in there for the moment. That's probably going to jump up. We'll leave that for a few seconds. And that's my little spider collection. Like I said, I'm up here in my games room. So I've got lots of pictures and stuff on my wall. Probably of no interest to anyone. There we go. It's the official original signatures of Lauren Hardy. Up there, framed with a photo. Mickey Tomlinson, met him a few times, lovely guy. Signed that picture for me. In South Park. Obviously my game machine and me. There we go. I've got a bit of a collection going on there, guys, of horror Blu-rays, video games, my CD collection. I'm a big music fan, as you can see, from everything Bob Dylan, Johnny Cash, through to metal, to punk to goth, everything. Some 4K movies, my wrestling DVDs, and yeah, that's all my collection there. And that's it really, guys. That's all I've got to share with you. I hope you enjoyed this little video. I know it's not been the most exciting. We haven't seen many spiders today. She's still sat there. She'll sit there quite happily for hours. What a donut. Yeah, what a donut. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Again, like I said to you at the beginning of the video, please go and check out all my YouTube friends. They're fantastic videos. They're fantastic channels. Check them all out, and they can give you amazing advice, especially if you're new to the hobby, or even if you're old, you know, you're experienced. You can still never too old to gain new ideas and new advice, because the hobby changes all the time. So does information, and you need to change with that. If you fail to do that, then you're not always keeping the best care for your spiders. For example, Vicularia, it used to think that it needed really high humidity in there for the Vicularia, and now they know it's ventilation that's more important to them. So they can actually be kept quite dry. Like mine's dry most of the time. I just give it a spray once a week or once a fortnight. Just give it a little bit of moisture in there, and it has its water bowls. But the rest of the time it's dry in there. So and it seems to be doing well. So, but I'm just trying to say how information changes over time. So what we're going to do is leave the video there, and I'd like to thank you all for watching the video, and I really hope I get to see you all soon.